I heard that too. They're gonna give her a reward.
Yeah, the Arthur Ashe Award for Courage.
Like I said before, man. See, we think differently. See, when people see, look at that thing, man. You ever think about the current state because we live in America, not America, but America.
All right, America. I need a name for this virus.
America.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just man.
What?
I am not using that.
Sheena, not for nothing. Well, I agree with you 100%. Sheena, I agree with you 100%, but you know exactly what's going to happen.
Dumbass.
Big's going to get fucking banned because apparently saying anything bad about Caitlyn Jenner makes you a detestable human being. Worse than, like, being associated with FIFA.
I'm just going to say this. I really don't give a shit either way. It does not directly impact my life. Therefore, I don't care.
That's the logic I would take, except for it does affect my life when you force that news down my fucking throat for 4 straight days.
I mean, stop.
4 straight days? How about 3 hours?
40. This is what you do, man. Hey, in today's news, we're going to talk about Chris Click.
Yeah.
Probably sound would be logically the best.
One moment.
I mean, that's what I do when my nan watch my show and here, I just go in my room, block it off. Cause I don't care about who's the daddy is or who's cheating who. We don't care about your private lives.
Yes, we do because we're America.
No one does.
Preach away.
Sheena, you forget what Facebook is, don't you?
Social media.
One moment, everyone.
You forget what Twitter is, don't you? You forget what Infogram is, don't you?
Basically, the breeding grounds.
Private life doesn't mean diddly crap to nobody.
Yeah, let's not forget Blogger.
So for one thing, Sheena, I'm not trying to say this in a bad way or anything, though, but the whole thing you say no one cares, you can shove that right now.
Unfortunately, he's right, yeah. There are people that actually give a fuck, and they will not hesitate to call your ass out if you do not have a conformist opinion.
Exactly. If you say...
And guess what? I don't have a conformist opinion.
I mean, if you just get up and say you don't care, all people do is take the shove it. Simple as that.
No, they'll actually call you a hater, they'll call you jealous, they'll call you a bigot, they'll call you every other name in the book.
That's true.
Let them call all those names, because I don't care what.
Give me a starting country!
Madagascar.
No.
I've dealt Madagascar to death.
No.
India? Okay, I hope I kill my old boss.
India is a very good place to start a disease. Any disease.
Okay, I'll remember that.
You have no idea how many people care nowadays. All you have to do is go on Facebook. Go on Facebook right now.
No, here's the thing though. People don't care because we're not living in their
The
lives.
UK, says Josh.
Fair enough.
Too late, Josh. I'm aiming to kill my old boss.
I mean, it's like,
It's a case where idealistically, you're 100% right, but the reality is
you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Ideally, you're right, but reality, you're wrong.
Yes, Sheena, you're saying no one cares. Do you know how many people nowadays, when, I know this is wrong to say, when the car, wait, let me finish. I gotta say it quick before you run your mouth. Let me finish.
Alright.
Do you know?
Jesus Christ.
Do you know how many people in the whole entire world when the Kardashian show first came on, people started whining and complaining about it, but oh my God, this happened.
Or the fact that she actually had the audacity to say when she was going to show a naked picture of her ass that she claimed she wanted to break the internet.
She started out because she had.
To that, I'm going to say this. I have seen bigger and better asses that weren't photoshopped.
Very true. But you say no one cares, but you are dead wrong because people talk about it all the time.
Unfortunately, yeah.
No one wants to see her ugly ass.
There you go. Gina, you have no idea.
Even if that's the case, it's like this. Sorry if I cut you off. Even if that's the case, there are so many people out there who still go by the National Enquirer. Because you know why? Inquiring minds want to know. They want to know exactly what goes on in every private citizen available. If it's Kim Kardashian, if it's Hulk Hogan,
if it's you,
it doesn't matter. It's like, we want to know. I'm like,
if people really didn't care, she wouldn't be on the grid right now.
Yeah, exactly.
If people didn't care, there wouldn't be news.
I mean, how many?
There's people talking crap about.
Exactly. That's what happens.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
Because they don't like them.
Now, Sheena, think about how many memes exist nowadays for. Where do you think they all came from?
Them
private information.
Yeah, private information. I mean, good memes, not terrible memes.
The bad ones, you know.
Yeah, but
But to hear that Caitlyn Jenner is going to have that reward over a sick girl that passed away.
Sheena,
Sheena,
once again, you can have people on Facebook every day. That's why I don't have Facebook for. Because Facebook is nothing but drama. And
I only have Facebook because it's a necessity and it's an excellent way to coordinate plans with friends.
Very true.
That's the only reason I have it.
That's so true. But like I said before, it's nothing. Like I said before, you go to Facebook, you can go to Instagram, you can go to Twitter, you can go to any social media site known to mankind. You can even go to YouTube for crying out loud. Be on YouTube crying out loud. And that's all you have. Is people sharing their private lives all the time. So saying that no one cares is bullcrap.
I have a Facebook so I can have a YouTube fan page. I have a Twitter for my YouTube, and that's it.
I only have Facebook because of my family has one. I have Twitter because I want to.
Dumbass is beginning to spread around the world.
Nice. Big, you know what? There's one trick to this, Big. I'm not sure if you've noticed it or not.
In the club.
Okay.
There is an ability that allows it to get 100% lethality, which means you do not need to get some like total organ failure.
Okay, like a boss over there said.
Okay, don't get total organ failure. Do not go for total. Okay.
There is an ability that you can get, which is basically a kill switch. That's the key here, is infect as many people as fast as possible before it gets notoriety by the fact it kills everybody. Because you know that's what bioweapons do in this.
Okay, so I'm guessing it's a bad thing that I use the ability deactivate modified genes.
I don't know if it really. I haven't done bioweapon in God knows how long, but I probably don't really. I don't think it matters.
Because I lowered its lethality to 0.
Yeah, you're gonna want to keep doing that as the thing pops up. In the meantime, though, you will want to make sure you're thinking, well, infect as many countries as possible. So that means drug resist, eat, hold, and of course the bioaerosol.
Yep. Bioaerosol is always first.
I've actually done that on I forget which one. I know I've done that. It just had sleeper and it just killed people just like that. It was like really under the radar.
It's like saying people don't care about things nowadays. Come on now. So we talk about work all the time. Hey man, what you do? Hey man, what you do in the weekend? Talk about private matter nonstop. It's gonna happen.
It's like most people don't.
That's how we are.
Most people like us. I would say we exclude ourselves because we don't care for that shit. We hear that like 7 days a week about who did this, who and who did what with who and all that other bullshit.
And that's why I don't usually, in fact, at all watch those tabloid shows because it's like, oh, they did this. I don't give a fuck.
I'd say there are everyday examples of this shit going on. Next time you're in a traffic jam because of an accident, look how many people are rubbernecking.
Okay, I'm gonna pause right here. Let me explain this. My dad lost his trucking job because of a motherfucking rubbernecker. They didn't slow down to look at the accident on the other end. They stopped in the middle of a busy interstate that was full of traffic and while it was raining. They stopped. A car behind them smacked into them. they had a boat on their truck. My dad, driving an 18-wheeler, fully loaded, going 60 on a rainy day, did everything he could to keep the truck from jackknifing. So of course, he hit the guy's truck, the boat on his trailer, which pushed the boat into his truck, which also pushed the truck into the car. Now, because my dad was the biggest vehicle in the wreck, even though he was not at fault, they said he's at fault because he was the biggest vehicle, even though the fault was the person up front who stopped to look at an accident. And because of that, he lost his damn job. And that person gets away scot-free, even gets to sue the company to get money, which also contributed to my dad losing his job. So let me tell you something. If I ever catch anyone stopping to rubberneck at an accident, guess what? I'm gonna make another accident.
Car and stab the guy. That would probably be the better option.
I'm gonna cause another accident by killing you. That's all I got to say on that shit. You want to see it? You want to have a reason to see something? Stop that car. I'll make sure they come and help you next.
Yeah, we say car accident. I say, yeah, you've never been people will slow down or stop, look at it, and then keep going forward. You're like, go! It's a car accident. We see one every day. Keep going. I don't care. Everybody's like, I want to see if that person's hurt. They may be on the news. Oh, that person may be famous.
Let me tell you something. Like Rocky Armas said in a video a long time ago, people are too focused on how bad people are hurt and how many people were hurt or killed, instead of going, oh my God, somebody was hurt. Oh, how many? How bad was it? Who gives a fuck? People were hurt.
Yeah, I'm a man video.
Oh, yeah. I didn't mention this, but I said in my video yesterday, we actually had a murder on our block.
Ooh.
We had a murder on our block, and that was the reason why I couldn't go to GameStop that day. There was a murder on our block. They had that one part of our street blocked because of this one murder, and it was one of our neighbors. I didn't even know the dude, but he did some bad stuff. I'm pretty sure. Something that dealt with his wife or something. I don't know. I don't care. It had nothing to do with us, but it blocked my path to where I usually go to GameStop off. I couldn't go anywhere.
Let me guess. Everybody outside stood outside like crazy people going, what happened? What's going on?
Yes,
stuff like
they
that.
did. They actually looked right at that spot. And they saw all, and you know, there were detectives on there. There were detectives on the scene.
And there were people whispering like, "What happened? Did you see what happened? Did you see this? Did you see that?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see?"
Exactly. So
people care about our private lives. It's like I said before.
It's like this. One of our neighbors, I actually asked, okay, what actually happened over there? He said, oh, some dude from over there got murdered. I said, what happened? They found the murder weapon. He got shot. I'm like, shit.
Yep.
I'm like,
private information shared to the public.
Yeah, that's why I said, but all I want to know is what happened. I don't want to know how it happened or anything else. I just want to know the what.
And people are going to tell you anyway. Hey, man, what happened? Well, I'm going to tell you how it happened, man. I don't want this whole story to tell you what happened. I'm going to get to it. What happened was that person was my pastor a long time ago. Yeah. I can't believe what happened to him. I can't believe this. Can you please get to the point?
Exactly. That's why I say I don't care for backstory. If I want a backstory, I play an RPG. That's what I want a backstory for. Otherwise, I don't want to know about I don't want to know about the dude's backstory, what he did and everything. I said, if he did that, that's just between him and God. I ain't got nothing to do with that. As long as it doesn't come near my home, I'm fine with it. But if it comes near my home, I'm gonna be part of it.
I think to bring up a good point about what I mean about people care too much about private matters. Let's say for example, let's just be saying, I know somebody will be like, I can't believe you said this, but they made a TV show about somebody getting
Where you at? Are you eating now?
cereal.
What kind?
You don't even know.
Tell me.
No.
Tell me.
No.
Tell me.
People are carrying on private matters. People caring about private matters.
Will you tell me what he's eating?
Why do you want to know?
It's a private matter, you know.
Good point.
You got you there.
You basically said you didn't care about a private matter, but you seem to be interested in what I'm eating.
Well, I just
Private
want-
matter.
I just want to know what kind of cereal you're eating.
Don't worry about it, sir.
Is it Cheerios? Is it Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Is it Cookie Crisp?
What you want to know for? What you want to know for?
Just tell us to go back to what you said.
First minute with you know.
There you go.
Now, like I said before.
Proceed.
Now, if they made a TV show about people getting hanged every day, there'll be more people watching that show
Oh God. Yes.
than cops.
Yeah, because
Damn it.
they would. Because people.
Nobody cares about that show anymore.
No. The point is, he's saying this. How many people? There are people that love drama more than people that prefer somebody, gets, justice, And people who love drama, they will flock to said drama just because, there's a lot of bullshit. They enjoy the bullshit. They want to see more of the bullshit.
Yes,
So
it's like you said. Sorry, I'm kind of. It's like you said before. See, what happened was there. I mean, I understand you annoyed with a whole bunch of drama and everything is there, but no matter where you go and what you see, everybody's gonna get involved in somebody's private matter. But you're gonna get involved in somebody's drama. But you're gonna get involved with somebody. It's somebody cursing you out nonstop and everything. It happens every day. It happens all the time. So you can't get up. So you can't get up and say you don't care. You can't. It's part of your life. You can't get up and say that now. You can't get up and say it.
Mm-hmm.
Something just built into your DNA. You can't get up and say you don't care.
Because even I were to just not care about what's going on in my neighborhood, I have to care because I live in the neighborhood.
Pretty much.
So therefore, it's like, even if it was a neighbor that I didn't know, I care because it's happening like an eye shot away from me. I'm like, okay, if something happening, like everybody remembers the LA riots. Everybody still remember the LA riots. Guess where that was?
LA?
Yeah, but guess how close it was to me?
Really close to you?
Round the corner.
Dang.
That liquor store, Tom's liquor store, right around the corner from.
I think I'm amused you shown that to us before.
Yeah, that's what happened when they were doing when they showed the riots.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it was. That's when my dad was still alive. Basically, it was right there, around the corner from our home.
Dang, that's close, man.
That's real close. That's real close. I thought for certain we were gonna have like a riot right around coming to us.
Damn it, so close.
I saw that, man.
Yeah, that was close.
Very close, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say right now, hypothetically, just say I'm not trying to wish this happened, but let's just say this hypothetically that out of nowhere in Kentucky a riot broke out. How many people watch TV right now?
Mm-hmm.
There's no riot in Kentucky.
I said if.
Hypothetical.
Same
There probably
thing.
could be a riot in Kentucky if the Kentucky Derby was mysteriously canceled.
Oh, here's the thing.
Or the Wildcats.
The only riot that's going to happen is in Kentucky basketball.
Like I said, say if the Wildcats lost or something, they lost the title or something like that.
Well,
Yeah,
Did they riot the year before, or did they riot this year even?
I think they did when they lost. I don't know. I forgot about that.
Well, that's the thing. We're not so much apart then, because that would happen in my neck of the woods too. If it was like, if the Lakers have lost, if the Dodgers have lost, hell,
Oh, yeah,
I don't live in Lexington though.
Yeah,
I
that'd
live
be-
like-
but
like-
still,
Damn.
it's happening where it's